You are not going to believe what I have here. I have been lent 3 albums of Zeppelin stamps and history. Unbelievable. Going to blow your mind. So sit back, relax, go get that cup of coffee. I'll plug you in and we're going to check this out. This is going to be amazing. All right. To have someone walk up to me and say, here Jeff, I brought my Zeppelin collection for you to look at. I had a quick look through it and went, oh my God, I need longer than half an hour for this. I said, take it home. That was Mick. Unbelievable. The work he has done in this collection is truly amazing. Let's just have a look at this. Look at these postcards. Wow. Look at that. That's an actual Zeppelin going into a hangar. How beautiful is that? Can we get a bit closer to enjoy? Wow. Look at that. Look at this one here. Just gorgeous. That's a postcard. These are both postcards. Oh, there we go. They probably look better and clearer now. Wow. Look at that. Just imagine being on the farm and seeing that go by. Rightio. So, I'm not going to look up prices for these. I know that Zeppelins are either worth a lot or just a little, but he has got an array of Zeppelin stamps. That must be the set. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Belize, there's 4 countries there. Oh, look at this Stampex. 1981. What are these? Is that just, are they a picture, are they? Wow, opening day of the Super Stampex. Prince Charles engaged. Oh, another, is that a photo? Looks like a photo. Wow, look how amazing that is. All these people have got like white coats on down there watching, going, yes, it's staying up. All right, so Zeppelin stamps were issued by a few countries to pay postage for mail carried on Zeppelin flights during the late 1920s and early 1930s, when Zeppelins flew passengers and mail from Germany to other countries and on return flights. Some stamps were regular issues overprinted, while others were specifically or specially designed. Oh, look at that. So it's a list of everything. Bolivia, Brazil, Egypt, Finland, Germany. There we go. Wow, look at this, a list of all of them. Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Liechtenstein, Paraguay. I think I've got this one here. Russia, San Marino, United States. And I've got this one here, but you haven't seen that yet. I haven't shown you that album I bought. Heidelberg. Wow. Wow, what's this? This is something that's come off. All right. Oh, so he's showing us now. Like he's got a list of them, and then he's. Wow, they look amazing, don't they? Could you imagine just sourcing all these? Argentina. Ah, rightio. Normal stamps overprinted with Zeppelin. So these are the ones with the overprints for the Zeppelins. Bolivia. Oh, wow. That's amazing, isn't it? Sorry guys, I'm just going to zoom back out and go to the next page. Oh, these are replica stamps. They must be very, very expensive then. Europe to South and North America. Oh wow, Brazil again. I'm not sure if these are replica as well. Wow, they're just amazing, aren't they? To USA, Europe to South and North America. Wow. Oh, these ones I think are missing. Yeah, so these ones are missing, the ones on the other side. So these are pictures, so he needs to fill. But these ones are real because you've got the black hinge mount there. Ooh, look at that one. So there must be all the overprinted ones. Oh, these ones are the German watermarks. Yeah, watermark 1, 2 and 3. Watermark 4 and 5. Oh, look at these. This is what I need to get hold of. Oh my god. Alright, they're missing these ones. But not these ones. Oh, there's a little bit of the perf. It's still there. It just needs to be folded out, but I don't want to touch them because they're worth so much. Oh, look at these. Postage. Oh, wow. These are amazing. These are the polar flights. Wow, these are beautiful. I can't believe he's got so many of these. They're worth so much money. Especially mint unhinged, they're like $300 something. Chicago, that's an overprint. They're all there. That one there's missing, but the other ones aren't. Oh, it's a facsimile print. It's a private reprint. Oh, Greece. Oh, I don't know if I've got... I wonder if I got those in my book. I didn't know Greece had some. I'm going to have a look at my Greece album I bought. Wait one sec. As you can imagine, the album I bought for $30, $40 had these ones removed. They're a couple $100 to buy new. A lot of these Zeppelin stamps are worth a fortune. I don't even want to go through how much they are, but if you are a true Zeppelin collector, you'll know how amazing this is. Wow. Look at these. Where's it? Liechtenstein. Wow, they're beautiful. This is just a beautiful collection. I don't know what it is with Zeppelins. It's just so unbelievable, their aircraft. Especially now that we don't have them. I think there is. There must be always the blimp, isn't there? Just not as... Oh, look at these. Paraguay. I've got some of these. I've got these ones. I haven't got these. And he hasn't got these ones, but I've got these ones. Might have to have a chat to him, see if he wants them for his album. Look at these. Yeah, they've got the bigger dates. I've got the thin dates, so 1935. Wow. Wow, look at this. I never noticed that was a Zeppelin in the background there. Look at that. Oh, Russia again, 1931. Over the polar. Wow. Just amazing. Look at that. That's just amazing. These would be worth a fortune, wouldn't they? I wonder if someone's... Oh no, that's not... It's not there, not there. That one there is, that one there is. Oh, that's nice. He's marked them saying he hasn't got them in there. Wow, look at that. How beautiful. Someone said, mentioned that they knew someone with the biggest Zeppelin collection, and I tell you what, I have not seen anything bigger. That's a different angle. Wow. Anyone comment on the channel if anyone's seen a bigger collection than this? Oh, US. Oh, that's not there. The Graf Zeppelin stamp was a set of 3 airmail postage stamps, each depicting the image of the Graf Zeppelin, issued by the United States Post Office Department in 1930, exclusively for delivery and mail carried aboard the airship. Wow, isn't that unreal? Conception and design. So this particular airship was used as the model for the engraving of the $2.60 Zeppelin issue, where airship number LZ127 can be discerned on the Zeppelin image. Wow. Oh, there's a fair bit of writing here. I'm going to read this in my own time. I was talking to Mick about this. He loves the research part of all this. Wow. In agreement with the German Zeppelin airship works and the goodwill gesture towards Germany, the United States Post Office produced a set of 3 airmail postage stamps that commemorated the Graf Zeppelin and the coming transatlantic flight, which were used to pay the postage for mail carried aboard the Zeppelin, a rigid airship that was over 775 feet long, 236 meters. Wow. Isn't that amazing? All right, so these were the stamps that were produced. And I think, so that was the 260 Graf Zeppelin. I think he's going to spoil us with, I think he's got them all here. Oh, this is the baby Zeppelin. I've got this one. 50-cent Zeppelin stamp, often referred to the collectors as the baby Zeppelin, was released October 2, 1933 for the Century of Progress exhibition. 324,000 were issued. Wow. Right, so this is a cheaper version of the other ones. And voila, here here are the real ones right here. Oh, wow. Oh, and a single baby. Look at those. Aren't they amazing? Wait, what? All right. Book 2, Zeppelin Mail. Well, this is called Zeppelin 1. The one I showed you had all the stamps in it. This has got more about the history and postage. So lighter than air refers to balloons and airships, which use helium, hydrogen and hot air to lift rather than engine power. After the first balloon flight by the Montgolfier brothers in France in 1783, the desire to control and direction of a balloon led to many novel designs. These airships finally flew under controlled flight in Europe and the United States at the beginning of the 20th century. Wow, I think I'm going to have to sit down and read all this. I won't read it out. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Oh, I've got to zoom in so everyone enjoy this. Enjoy it. Postcard flown on the first North American flight of the Graf Zeppelin. Wow. So it's just photographs he's got. Letter of the first German flight of the Graf Zeppelin. And US 65-cent Zeppelin stamp, one of 3 values issued in the USA. Look at this. So airship ER, so that must be the registration of the airship. Special flight 1913. Look at that. I haven't seen that. Is that a, what is that? It's not a stamp though, is it? It's amazing. So this postcard, wow. So this postcard was carried on a special flight, Dusseldorf to Cologne, by the military airship. Registration number, as I mentioned before. This special postcard was prepared for the Children's Aid Day at Dusseldorf, bearing a blue 10PF semi-official stamp. That's that one there, which is not allowed to be cancelled. Wow. Never knew that. Ooh, what's this? Airmails of Germany. Wow, this postcard was carried on the first overseas flight of airship docks from Friedrichshafen to America via Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. The docks had 12 motors, giving it 500 horsepower and carried passengers as well as mail. Oh yeah, docks. That's pretty amazing. What's this here? Lufthansa Asia. Oh, that's the docks, is it? The official luggage label was only available to passengers. So it's not an airship per se, but it's a huge, gigantic plane, isn't it? That's huge. Oh yeah, US Los Angeles, ZR3. Look at that, it was tied off at a pole in the sky. Wow. I've got a whole heap of information here. I'm going to have to read all that in my own time. Look at all that. But I mean, you can just stop the video here and read it all, which is good. First America flight, 12th to 15th of October 1924. 24. Hyde Park, Reverend Thatcher Kimball. These two items were flown to the United States on the first flight of any airship to the USA. Wow. Oh, look at this one. American airships. Built for the USA as a war restoration in Germany and was delivered in October 1924 by Dr. Erkener. After taken over by the American Navy, made over 300 flights. She was retired in June 1932. Wow. Wow. Daughter of the Stars. Was the first airship built in the US, crashed in September 1925 with a loss of 14 crew members, including Commander Zachary Lansdowne. Wow. This is a few months beforehand. Really nice stamp. Wow. Here we go. I'll just give you a bit. But pretty. Oh yeah, there's a bit more information there. I won't read through it all, but you can pause the video and have a read. That's what I'm going to do. Go back and, before going to bed tonight, I will read all this. It looks amazing. Wow. This is to fund German nationalism. Wow. Postcard issued by the fund. Wow, look at that. Just a little spot there. The results of the fund. Wow. Well, this is talking about how much money they raised to build these Zeppelins. Airship LZ-127, Graf Zeppelin. Look at this. The most successful Zeppelin ever built was christened Graf Zeppelin by the daughter of Ferdinand Graf von Zeppelin on July. Oh, that's why they were named Zeppelin, the person who made them. On 8th of July 1928, which would have been the late Count's 90th birthday. Oh my God, so 9 years after being built, it had flown over 1 million miles on 590 flights, carrying thousands of passengers and hundreds of thousands of pounds of freight and mail. Circled the globe and was famous throughout the world, inspired an international Zeppelin fever in the late 1920s and 1930s. Wow. Isn't it amazing, this information? Look how big it is. Could you just imagine? Look how small the people are down there. Like, just imagine being a person at the bottom just looking at that, just going, wow. So a lot of work is done with the history in that. You can pause and read all this in your own time. Wow, it's got so much information. Ooh, that's quite nice. Graf Zeppelin Orient flight. So he's done well to find mail that travelled along on these. Bearing the rubber stamped cachet, this cover was dropped at Air Ramel near Palestine and forwarded to Cairo, where it was backstamped 28th of March. 8,570 items were carried on the flight. That's insane. Mediterranean flights. Oh, Graf Zeppelin, second Mediterranean flight, 23rd to 25th of April 1929. Oh, wow. I want to see some of these stamps. Oh, I love that. It's got palm tree. Anna, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful envelope. Postcard carried from Danzig via Friedrichshafen to the German consulate in Las Palmas in the Canary Islands. How do you find something like that? That's just incredible. All right, so the Graf Zeppelin, again, Balkan flight, 15th to 17th October 1929. Wow, that's so cool. And that was just a bit of a ride up there. Round the World flight. If anyone wants to read that, you can pause the video and have a read. Round the World flight. Oh, wow. All right. So he's even found an envelope from that. Mate, I tell you, some stamp collectors go above and beyond. It's just truly amazing. Postage rate for Los Angeles land portion of the flight was 30 cents for cards, 60 cents for letters. The violet cachet was applied to all American dispatches. Oh yeah, so 30, 40, 50, 60 cents. So it's got the correct postage on it, thank goodness. So round the world flight again, and this is going to Los Angeles, and we can tell it's from Germany because German stamps. So 2 marks for card, 4 marks for letters. So if you add that up, it should be 4 marks. Over 880 pounds of mail was carried. So there must be heaps more like that out there. Flight around the world, 7th August, 4th till the 4th of September. That's great. Look at that stamp. So different date stamps used on board the airship. Oh, rightio. Where's this one from? Is that Japan? Postage rate for Tokyo. Lakehurst leg of the flight was 1.56 yen for cards and 3.10 yen for letters. The Lakehurst arrival cancel is shown in green. Oh, there you go. That's just amazing. How do you find this stuff? Like industrial district flight. Wow, that's amazing. Trop mail over Dusseldorf. One of some 15 cities serviced on this flight. The mail was cancelled in the city of the drop. In addition, the board stamp, there is an inscription reading dropped over Germany. They must have just dropped them. Oh, I suppose it's the easiest way to do it, isn't it? Wow. There's the maps. Beautiful. Another maps to Los Angeles, Lakehurst, Friedrichshafen. The Graf Zeppelin over San Francisco. After slowly cruising down the California coast to land in daylight the next morning, Graf Zeppelin made a difficult landing at Los Angeles on August 26 through a temperature inversion which made it difficult to bring the ship down, requiring the valving of large quantities of hydrogen. The lost hydrogen could not be replaced at Los Angeles, and the takeoff with the ship unusually heavy was even more challenging. Graf Zeppelin only narrowly missed hitting power lines at the edge of the field. Oh my gosh. After a difficult summertime passage over the deserts of Arizona and Texas, Graf Zeppelin flew east across America. The ship was greeted with wild enthusiasm by the people of Chicago and ended its record-breaking flight with a landing at Lakehurst the morning of August 29, 1929. The Lakehurst to Lakehurst voyage had taken just 12 days and 11 minutes of flying time. Wow, that's amazing. Isn't it amazing that to lower it on that hot temperature day, they had to let out all the hydrogen and there was none there. So they couldn't fill it up again. Wow, that's insane. Oh, another, what's this one? England flight. That's beautiful. All right, I'll just stop there and there. And if anyone wants to read that, because I can't wait to read all this myself. Oh, look at this one. This one is Europe Pan American round flight, 18th of May to 18th of June, 1930. Love these stamps. Cancellations. Austrian dispatch cover carried on the entire round trip flight. Back stamped. Friggin' sharp. June the 6th, Vienna 8th. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, it's got a proper stamp on it too. Wow. Postcard carried on flight to Rio de Janeiro via Sevilla, Pernambuco and Lakehurst. Note, specially printed stamp, first South American flight and special red cachet. Wow. Europe Pan American. Oh, look at these stamps. It's Argentina. So the contemporary airmail stamps of Argentina was specially overprinted for the flight. Mail was flown to Rio de Janeiro by special plane and thence to Recife by Condor plane. A semi-official triangular cachet was applied at Buenos Aires. The Graf Zeppelin arrived at Lakehurst on May 31st, where all US mail received a special machine backstamp applied in green, picturing the Zeppelin and containing the words Graf Zeppelin Europe Pan America round flight. Look at this. That's amazing, isn't it? Rhineland flight. Wow. Here we go. Oh, it's a Russia flight. This cover was carried on the return flight from Moscow to Russia. Wow. 1930. Card posted on board during the return flight from Moscow. Posted on board, so they're on board when they posted it. German Express totaling approximately 21 kilos. Swiss. Look at that. I'm going to look for these things now. Showing a special Geneva postmark inscribed Vol du Zeppelin. This was one of the few Swiss flights during which a landing was made. $50,000 overprints on current 10M stamp issued September 24th exclusively for use on the flight to Germany, after which stamps were demonetised. One of the stamps was required for cars and two for letters. Isn't that amazing? It's in Finland. Be hard to find those, I reckon. It's posted on board flight from Friedrichshafen to Reichenbach. Look at that. Here you are sitting on there sending pieces of mail to people. Oh, there we go. Look at that stamp. Dutch dispatch from, I can't even pronounce that, to Budapest. The first flight, 1931, was made in March. Ooh, look at this one. This is just amazing. Wow. Liechtenstein to Germany. or Liechtenstein. German was restricted to passenger only, postage rate. Wow. That's the polar flight. Wow. So he's gone through and found polar flight covers. Who does this? This is amazing. Isn't it just beautiful? I don't think I should be showing these to anyone because I want to look for them. You can see why people love the covers now. That's the polar flight as well. This rare cover was carried on board the Graf Zeppelin on its only flight to the North Pole via Berlin, Leningrad and back. And there's the write up there, you can read into that. In connection with the Iceland flight, June 30th to July 1st, 1931, Iceland overprinted the 30 AUR 1KR 2KR on their current definitives and the word Zeppelin 1931 in 2 lines. Oh, we need to look for these Zeppelin overprints. Oh, there's something hidden, but oh yeah, there's that one there, and then oh yeah, there's a picture of that back. Wow, some work has been put in here. Letter sent from Friedrichshafen to Pernambuco. Wow, tell me what you think, people. What do you think of these amazing covers and stamps? How does it align with people in Europe and Germany? Is this a good collection? Like, to me in Australia, it's amazing to think that we can find things like this. There's the write up there if you want to pause the video and read it. Oh, a letter. Send over the letter per the Graf Zeppelin. Dear sir, the Master of Simple has asked me to return you the letter you addressed to the Graf Zeppelin. It is not possible to comply with your request as the British Post Office has made no arrangements for letters to be posted on the airship. As you will see, the letter travelled to Frankfurt on the airship and was brought back by the Master of Simple. Yours faithfully. Wow. Isn't that amazing? But did not get the cancelling of the Graf flight. Wow, that's a good story. Well, there it is there. And his letter was on the left. It was just sent back, marked. How sad would that be with no Zeppelin cancellation? You'd be so sad. By Condor and Zeppelin. That's it's a South American. God, I just knew how to do things so well back in the day. Registered card from Switzerland to Holland via the England flight. Oh, here we go. Look at this one. Luftpost. This fine envelope was carried by the Graf Zeppelin from the International Air Post exhibition held in Danzig in 1932 back to Friedrichshafen. These stamps of Danzig had been specially overprinted for the exhibition. Back stamped Friedrichshafen, Loch Danzig. That's amazing. Look at that. God, that looks cool. That's coming out of its hanger. Flight to Rome. Oh, Romulus. All right, I'm just going to make sure that's all in the camera shot so you can pause it and read through it because there's a lot of research that's been made. So, commemorative emissions to celebrate the event, the Italian postal emission, series of 6 stamps. All right, they're just pictures of everything. Oh, here they all are, I think. What's that? Sex, email, postage stamps. I wonder if he's got. Oh, he's got them all. So he's given a picture of what they're meant to look like, and then over here, he has got them mint. Mint on here. I don't even know if they're mint on here. I don't want to touch his stamps. I'm not going to go in and look at them because they are not mine, and these things are worth so much money. Could you imagine if I put my tweezers in there in one tour? I'd be just like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. These look great. San Marino. Look at those. I love the overprint on those. Wow. This is just the pinnacle of a collection. 1933, Italy. Wow. They could design it done a little bit better. Why have this big building in the area? That's just a bit strange. But still got a Zeppelin in there. Wow, look at those. Zeppelin there, Zeppelin. Beautiful. Oh, look at these. I've never seen any of these before. Like, there's some I've seen and I've got, but then there's some that I've never seen. A mailbag was thrown as the airship passed over Livorno. Wow, isn't that great to be sitting in your farm field and a bag of mail gets dropped by an airship and you get to take it to the post office? Back in the day, we'd bend over backwards to help people, wouldn't we? It was so much fun. I could imagine kids would be running around going, yeah, I want to grab the bag. Well, aerograms. He's just photocopied these. Nice return flight. I think anyone that's into Zeppelins, I think this will give you a lot of information to read. Look at these ladies here. Oh, look at us. Hooty doody. We look great. Oh, here we go. Wow, look at that. That looks so good. Wow. I know I'm just going through this quickly. I don't want to sit here and read each one out for everybody. I don't think that'd be too good for YouTube. But I've done it so you can push pause here and then read it through it. So you get to enjoy it. And that's what the purpose of today's video is about, is just enjoying these. Cover carried on the first South American flight in 1933 via Barcelona to New York, USA. Oh my God. Back which the photo of the airship flying over Rome. Oh, I thought it was a bomb coming down. Oh my God, I'm just like, what the? Although very short, the airship, Graf Zeppelin flight to Rome is particularly important as the great universal Zeppelin mail, and this is the several reasons. First of all, the large quantity and variety of philatelic documentation produced, and then unlike previous trips to Italy, on the occasions of the Arafat with the postal launch in Rome and with the postal... Oh, wow. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? What a great image. All right, hold on one sec. All right, Century of Progress flight to 1933 Chicago's World Fair. Oh, this is where they created the baby Zeppelin stamp. Look at this here. This looks great. I wonder what this is from there. with the fins. Oh yeah, was this German flag? He was careful to fly clockwise pattern so that the Chicagoans would see only the tricolour German flag on the starboard fin and not the swastika flag painted on the port fin under the new regulations issued by German Air Ministry. Oh wow, that's amazing. Oh, look at that. He's found one with this on there already. This letter with a specially produced stamp for this flight by the US was dispatched from Akron, Ohio via the Graf to Friedrichshafen. Isn't that perfect? I have to get a bit closer. That just looks too good to not see properly. That's just so good. Wow, look at these stamps. And they're on envelopes. Cover carried on this special flight to the World Expo. Zeppelin stamp overprinted Chicago Expo. Oh yeah, Chicago Expo. Well, it's in German. Can you see that? I'll just hold it up a bit more. That's amazing. Oh yeah, this one here. So carried a special connecting flight from Berlin as indicated by the large cachet. Excess postage has been paid as the rate for the letter to the US was $2.5 million for carriage by Zeppelin in addition to the regular rate of $25. So I still got a bit more excess on there. Alright, what I'm going to do is, that's the beginning, so this must be part of a newspaper or it's research. I'm just holding it the right angle so you can pause and read through that. I'll do that here. There we go. Wow. I can't wait to read all this. I've only had these books in my possession for approximately 2 hours. You're like, Jeff, why haven't you read them yet? Well, I had to organise lunch. Oh, there's a timetable. Timetable in English, distributed by the Hamburg American Shipping Line, agent for the Zeppelin in the Great Britain. The 1st and the 12th flights are not shown on the timetable. Wow. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that fantastic? You probably hear a bit of music in the background. My daughter is learning to play the guitar. Just, I think, by strumming through chords. Wow, that's nice. Ooh. On the Lake Constance. Look at that, it's just touching. Oh, look at that. Over the airship's hangars. That hangar must be huge. And I think in the book I just read before saying that they're still there, those hangars. Look how big that ship is. That's just amazing. Wow, the Brazil stamps. It's gone all out on this collection, I'll tell you what. I'm going to have to find a couple of these. I'm going to search and see how hard they are to find now. Wow. This cover was carried on the 3rd South American flight in July 1933 by the airship from Friedrichshafen to Brazil. This one here is the 6th South American flight. Posted on board July 3rd en route to Brazil, backstamped Pernambuco, July the 4th. The cachet shows one of the engine gondolas. Oh, just here. The new postage rate on 1 mark 50 PF is overpaid by 1 PF. I probably didn't know it at the time. Oh, is it a bird? Wow, that looks so cool. 1933 flight, Graf Zeppelin with Brazil stamps. Ooh, Luxembourg. That's just a normal plane. The car was carried on the 6th South American flight, 1933 to Brazil. Oh, nice stamp. Wow, look at these. Wow, look at the Zeppelin coming out above there. And that's that Condor Zeppelin. So the Condor was a plane first to get to the place where the Zeppelin was taking off. Look at these. So registered card posted Moscow 17th of October, received Berlin the 20th of October, forwarded to Friedrichshafen on connecting flight 27th of October, received Pernambuco 31st of October. The stamps used depict 3 Russian military dirigibles, Pravda, Voroshilov and Lenin. I better show you that writing because I have bad time pronouncing some words, especially when I've never said them before. That's really nice. I've never seen those, but I will be looking for them. Here's the write-up for that one. What have we got here? Oh, they're just the flights. I'll just go through that. It's not finished work. Hindenburg. Detailed history of the Hindenburg. Oh, the astounding success of the Graf Zeppelin had proved the viability of long-range passenger transportation by airship, and by the late 1920s, Hugh Echner and the Zeppelin Company were enthusiastic about building a fleet of ships specifically designed for intercontinental passenger transportation. Look at it. Look at it being built. I wonder if it's out of wood or metal. Well, it's probably wood back in those days. Wow. So the ship originally planned for this role, but the Fury crash of the British airship R101 in October 19, in which passengers and crew were killed by the hydrogen fire that followed the crash rather than by the impact itself, convinced the Zeppelin Company to alter its plans and develop a ship capable of being lifted by helium. Oh, wow. Isn't it horrible to think that you got burned alive? I love this picture. There's a jet. Wow. How big are these? How back in the 1930s of doing something so grandiose? Oh, severe lack of funds. Oh, look at that. Progress lag due to a severe lack of funds during the Depression. Wow. I really got to read all this. Hermann Göring offered additional 9 million marks. Oh, this is so much research. Alright, I'm just trying to stop this all at the right time so you can pause your video and read it all. There we go. I've read from everything on here. I think it'd take 5 hours to get through the video. Oh, wow. Propaganda vehicle. Built for regulatory cross between Germany and carrying up to 50 passengers with both comfort and speed. Oh, it must have cost a fortune to board this thing. Oh, people, American, the passengers, Heidelberg, celebrities, wealthy travellers, journalists, and members of the Nazi elite. Featured the first Catholic Mass ever said in the air and the broadcast over the Embassy Radio Network. Wow. That's amazing, isn't it? European sailings, eastbound. Wow, it's a ticket. Oh, how much was it? Can't really. Oh, it's eight something. Oh no, 1250, 806. Wow. Oh, it came at a price. Passage between Europe and America via cost 400 one way in 1936 and 450 in 1937. While first class passage on the German ocean liner could be had as little as 157. Wow, the best German liners of the day, Bremen and Europe, charged 240, and the rates on Queen Mary were similar in passages across the landing third class for just $82. A lot of money. Wow, so yeah, I suppose you just got to put in what we pay in an airplane or on a bus, don't you really? And then what you pay for a first class. Oh yes, and most of the letters carried were philatelic items designed especially for stamp collectors and those seeking a souvenir. Wow. Last flight to the United States. All the rates. Oh, Treasury Lakehurst. Country in Brazil. Under the command of Captain the Hindenburg crashed at Lakehurst. News early, killing 13 of the 36 passengers, 22 of the 61 crew, and a civilian member of the ground handling team, and the era of transcontinental passenger Zeppelin traveller came to an end. That is scary. Just imagine trying to catch that photo. Wow. There's the flight schedule. Just imagine researching all this. This is just amazing, isn't it? First North American flight. I wonder if he's got anything from the last one where it crashed. Well, that's a different. I've never seen that one. Where's this one? Look at the props. Hungarian dispatch. Wow. They're nice, aren't they? Again, the perf in the corner's been folded over. Oh, look at the interior. Passenger decks. Wow. I don't know if I'd be, I'd love to go on one. I think I'd be scared though with the, having a bomb strapped to the top. Wow, passenger accommodation. There's all the rooms. Wow, they're huge, weren't they? Wow. Dining room. Be nice to be able to sit in the dining room and look out the window. Look at everyone's in suits, all done up nicely. Oh wow, look at that. That's how they did it back in the day, wasn't it? The lounge. Passenger lounge. Wow. The writing room. Oh, these are the pictures on the walls of the writing room with decorated paintings by Otto Ubeck depicting scenes from around the world. Wow, I could see those, yeah, like these little pictures there. Passenger cabins. Oh, they still, you know, Slept in something like that, but still got dressed in a suit and tie to go to dinner. Wow. None of the cabinets had toilet facilities. Male and female toilets were available on B deck below, as was a single shower, which provided a weak stream of water, more like that from a Sessa bottle than a shower, according to Charles. Wow. Wow, that's just unbelievable. So people would start to stink, I think. Promenade windows. Oh, that'd be nice just to hang out the window and look down. That's the B deck. Wow. Oh, I'm just going to love reading through this later. Hopefully I'm getting it all into view for you all. Wow, look at those pictures. Smoking room. Well, they allowed smoking. I suppose everyone smoked in the day, didn't they? The bar. Wow, look at that. Corridor B deck, this Heidel. Cocktails aboard the Hindenburg. 8th North American flight. God, it's beautiful, isn't it? I think this would be worth a fortune, these 3 books. Wow, just some of this post is just incredible. Registered Belgian Dispatch, posted. Oh, look at this one. Oh, there's a couple of extras. What's this one? The Z-130 Graf Zeppelin airship. Oh, wait a minute. I'll get pictures of that. That looks amazing, doesn't it? Wow. Just the work in there. Oh, I was going to push this one down. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love the cancellations. It just looks so good. Graf, first flight, the new airship. Card carried on this, the first flight with a mail, the new airship, which undertook 30th flight in all. Alright, hold on one sec. Wow. That's the only word I can think of. Wow. That is just amazing. Everyone hears about Zeppelin stamps. No one can find Zeppelin stamps, and if you do, they're very expensive. And to be able to find all the Zeppelin stamps that he has found, put them in a collection, and build that incredible historic story, second to none. That was just blew me away. Now, I'm very much a stamp person and just look at stamps in the album, and I'll learn the history in my head and do it off like that and remember. But to have it all spelled out that you can go back and reread it over and over, truly amazing. Everyone's been talking about this collection, that I should look at it, and yeah, blew me away. That first book with the stamps, oh my God. And then the story, I can't wait to sit back tonight and read it all like a big, beautiful book. All right, guys, have a great day. Enjoy your stamp adventures.